friends, hi everyone, welcome to our channel BA Civil Engineer. In this video we are going to discuss about brick masonry. So what is this brick masonry and what is the importance of this brick masonry in civil engineering point of view? Next, when we are constructing a brickwork or when we are constructing walls for a compound wall or outer walls, brick masonry, one has to know about this brick masonry. Why? Because there are so many steps involved in this brick masonry and so many terms involved in this brick masonry. So mainly if you see, we have to know about what is brick masonry and what are the important terms related to this brick masonry, as well as what are the standard sizes of bricks we are going to use. Next, what are different courses of brickwork, and what are different types of bonds used in this brickwork. So this brick masonry is very useful for everyone and very useful especially for our engineering assistants to know about various bonds involved in this brick masonry, and also various terms involved in this brick masonry, and various methods of construction with these bricks. That is what we call brick masonry. So we are going to know in detail about this brick masonry in 2 or 3 videos. So hope it will be useful for you everyone. So watch this video till end to have a clear picture about this brick masonry. Mainly in this video we are going to discuss about basic terms involved in this brick masonry. Okay, so let us go into the presentation. So if you see brick masonry, so what is this brick masonry? First of all, when bricks are laid in mortar in a proper systematic manner to form a homogeneous mass which can withstand the forces and disintegration, this means this mass of structure so made by using bricks, that is what we call brick masonry. That is nothing but brickwork. So the construction which was done with the bricks as a basic part, that is what we call brick masonry. Okay, so bricks are of uniform size and shape, light in weight, durable, they are fire resistant and have a resale value. So low maintenance cost and easily available in the plain area. So that is the reason we are using bricks as the basic building unit. So here brick masonry is commonly used for where we are going to use. If you see, we are using for construction of ordinary as well as important buildings in plain areas nowadays. So all around the world we are using this brick masonry mainly for construction of buildings, mainly in plain areas we are going to use, whereas in hilly areas we will be using rock masonry. So here brick masonry means the part of the construction which was done with the bricks as the major is the main building unit. Bricks are the main building units, then it is called brick masonry. Okay, so next some important terms are related to this brick masonry. So first of all, what is brick? So brick is an artificial element, structural element in the form of rectangular block of clay. So it is made out of clay. The bricks are made out of clay and they are rectangular blocks. So bricks can be manufactured of any shape and size. The size of the standard brick may be generally what we follow is 9 inches by 3 inches by 4 inches. 4.5 it was given English brick. So nearly to English brick. That is what we use in India. Okay. So there are 3 sizes: American brick, Roman brick, English brick. So Indian brick is different little bit. So American brick, if you see, 8 inches by 3.5 inches by 2.5 inches, 2 1/4 inch. Next, a Roman brick, if you see, it is 12 inches by 3 3/4, and height is 1 5 by 8. So that is the Roman brick dimensions. And English brick, if you see, 9 inches by 4.5 inches by 3 inches. So whereas coming to Indian brick, Indian standards, as per the Indian standards, if you see, it is 9 inches by 4 inches by 3 inches. That is the standard brick in India. So these are the normal sizes The size is called normal. Designation and format sizes are used while estimating the number of bricks in given volume of the structure. So the actual size of the brick which are manufactured are slightly smaller to allow for the layer of the mortar present in and around the brick. So when we are constructing a brickwork, the bricks will be laid one by one along with the mortar, right? So that is why when you are laying this brick, cement mortar will be laid. So that is why the size of the brick will be little bit smaller for accommodating that brick mortar. So the actual size or work size of the standard brick, if you see in India, mainly 9 inches by 4 inches by 3 inches is the standard size of the brick. So next, frog. What is this frog? So the depression provided in the face of the brick. When you see a brick, in between there will be a depression. In between, a small depression will be there where the symbol or name will be given for the brick manufacturer. So that is what we call frog. So what is the advantage for providing this frog in a brick? Means to form a key of mortar in between and adjacent courses. So when we are laying a brick over the brick, in between that we'll be placing mortar, right? So because of that, the mortar will be holding with a lock mechanism. So when this frog is provided, it will be locking the bricks with a lock mechanism as a key, we call, to form a key of mortar in between this for good bonding, to reduce the weight of the brick. So another advantage is weight of the brick will be reduced. Why? Because we will be removing that portion. That frog portion will be removed. That portion, there will be no brick material. So that is why weight also will be reduced. And next, third one, to provide a place for putting impression of the trademark or year of manufacturing of the bricks. So brick year or brick trademark or company name or shop, that brick manufacturer name can be laid in that frog. So that is the advantage with the provision of frog here. Next, positioning of bricks. How would you lay these bricks? So there are three types of laying this brick. So one is brick on bed, brick on edge, and third one is brick on end. So what is this brick on bed, what is this brick on edge, and what is this brick on end? So if you see the position of the brick when laid, when it's a frog upwards, if the frog is laying upwards, that means if it is laid like this and if the frog is facing upward, then it is called brick on bed. Next, the position of the brick when it is laid on its side, means 9 inches face and 3 inches face are there. On that 9 inches and 3 inches face, if you are laying the brick, and the frog will be in vertical plane, means frog will be in the vertical plane, not to the it will not be facing upwards, it will be facing in the perpendicular to the ground, that is vertical plane. So that is what we call brick on edge. Next, the position of the brick when it is laid on its side, 4 inches by 3 inches with the frog in the vertical plane, means the smaller portion on the edge, on the end, on the edge, if you are standing up, if you are standing the brick vertically on 4 by 3 inch surface, then it is called a brick on end. So these are the three positions of the bricks. So when you are constructing the brickwork, the bricks may be laid in brick on bed or it may be on brick on edge. Sometimes when you are constructing for example, when you are constructing for almaras or cupboards, there will be doing brick on end also. Why? Because in order to get a regular uniform projection, we'll be using this brick on end also. Okay. So next, coming to course. What is this course? Brick course we call. So the each horizontal layer of the bricks laid in mortar in a brickwork is called a course. Brick course means when we are constructing a brickwork, what is going to happen? We are going to lay the bricks in a layers, right? So that is what we call a brick course. So one layer of bricks which was laid horizontally, one brick after one brick will be laying it into a line, right? So over that we'll be placing the mortar and next layer of bricks will be laid. So that single layer of brick is called course of brick. one brick course. That is what we call one brick course. So over that next brick course will be there. Over that another brick course will be there. Okay. So there are another important terms, stretcher. What is the stretcher? So the bricks laid when its length of the wall, means if this is the face of the wall, along that if the bricks are laid one after the another uh, with its length horizontal or parallel with the face of the wall. So this is the face of the wall. So in this direction if you are laying the bricks, then it is called stretcher course. The other masonry member is called stretcher, and the course in which the bricks are laid as stretchers is called stretcher course. So here you can see in the figure the bricks are laid. So if the brick is laid with a 9/3 as the face, if it is laying on 9/3, then it is called a stretcher. So if number of bricks are laid along the face of the wall with stretchers along the face of the wall, then it is called stretcher course. So here what we are going to do is, the bricks are laid one after the other, means that is what we call course. So in that course, the stretcher, the face, the horizontal horizontal length of the brick is parallel to the face of the wall. So in that way, if you are laying all the bricks along that course, then it is called a stretcher course. Okay, you will see another one, header course. What is this header course? Means first of all we have to know header. Means instead of along the brick face, if you are laying the bricks, if you are laid perpendicular to the brick face, wall face of the wall is this, and if this is the face of the wall, and if you are laying the bricks perpendicularly, then it is called header. So a brick which is laid showing that only its end shows on the face of the wall. So end of the brick is coming to the face of the wall. On the face, if this is the face of the wall, if you can see only the end of the brick on this face, then it is called a header. So the brick course which was laid showing all the headers, then it is called header course. So here in the figure you can see all the 3/4 faces are only been visible. So along the brick face of the wall, we have laid the bricks perpendicularly. Then what is going to happen? Only the 3/4 inches portion only can be visible on the face of the wall. So that is what we call header course. Header course. Okay, next one, Kion. So the external corner of the wall is called Kion. So the corner of the brick is called Kion. So here you can see, for example, this is the corner. So here the corner one, on the corner we will be laying this Kion. So the brick which forms the external corner of the wall is called Kion brick. So at the corner, so when we are laying the bricks, at the end there will be a brick, right? That is what we call Kion brick. The brick which is forming the external corner of the wall, that is what we call Kion brick. Next, Kion header, a corner header in the face of the wall. That is what we call, which is a stretcher in the side wall, is known as Kion header. The corner header in the face of the wall, which is stretcher in the side wall. So we have discussed about two courses, right? Header course and stretcher course. Stretcher course means along the length, if you are laying the brick, that is called stretcher course, right? So if this is the stretcher, and in the perpendicular wall, if the wall is built in L shape, if here it is a stretcher, in the other face, on the other perpendicular side, it will be a header, right? So that is what we call Kion header. Next, Kion stretcher, a corner stretcher in the face of the wall, which is header in the side wall. So in this case, if it is a stretcher here, and on the other side, on the perpendicular side, if it is a header, then it is called Kion stretcher. And other way, if it is a header in this face, and other side it will be a stretcher. So just like I will show here. So this is the stretcher course, right? Stretcher. This is also a stretcher. So here on the face of the wall it is a stretcher. On the other side it is a header. So that is what we call Kion stretcher. The second one, another type is so here it is a header. On the face of the wall it is a header, but on the another side it is a stretcher. Here it is stretcher, here it is header. So this is what we call a Kion stretcher. Okay. So the corner stretcher in the face of the wall, which is header in the side wall. So here it is a header and here it is a stretcher. So this is what we call Kion stretcher. And so this is the corner one, right? This is a Kion stretcher. Next here, here it is a header and it is a stretcher on the other face. So it is Kion header. Kion stretcher and a Kion header. So next one, brick bats. So what is this brick bats? So when you are laying a brickwork or when you are constructing a brickwork, some pieces of bricks are required. So they may be cut along the length, they may be cut along the width sometimes. So based on that, if you are cutting that brick, then that cut portion of the brick is called brick bat. Then మనం brick bat అని చెప్పి అంటాం. So there are so many varieties. 3/4 bat, square bat or cube bat or quarter bat. So like that there are so many varieties. So let us see all those varieties also in next one. So next queen closure. What is this queen closure? Queen closure is a brick which is half as wide as full brick and made by cutting a whole brick lengthwise into two portions. That is what we call queen closure. So if the brick is cut with lengthwise along the length. So if this is the brick, if you are cutting the brick along this length direction, then if you are cutting it into two parts, then it is called queen closure. Next, king closure. So whose one diagonal piece is cut off one corner by vertical plane passing through the center of one end and to the center of the other side. Means along this, here you can see. So from this corner to this corner, if this is the brick, from this corner to this corner, if you are cutting along this direction, then it is called king closure. So here you can see. So queen closure means on the screen, if it was cut along the length in the middle, then it is called queen closure. King closure means along the corner if you are cutting, then it is called king closure. At one end if you are cutting. Next, beveled closure means completely from one tip to another tip. If you are cutting in the diagonal direction, then it is called beveled closure. And bull nose means corners will be rounded. If the corners are rounded for a brick, then it is called bull nose brick. Okay, next beveled closure. So beveled closure వచ్చేసరికి figure చూసాం కదా. So a brick which was cut longitudinally along a vertical plane starting at the middle of the one end of the one end to the far corner. So from the middle to the far corner if it was cut, then it is called beveled closure. 1/4 of the brick is cut off in this way. 1/4. So means one portion of the brick will be cut in this way. Next, bull nose brick. Bull nose brick means a brick which is having rounded corners is called bull nose brick. Squint bricks means these bricks which are used to construct acute or obtuse corners in the brick masonry. So if acute corner or obtuse corners are required, then we'll be using squint bricks. Here you can see this is the acute crossing and this is second one is the obtuse crossing. So in those areas we'll be using this squint bricks. Next one, jamb. What is this jamb? Jamb means the vertical sides of doors or window openings provided in a wall are known as jambs. So vertical sides. So if you take a window, so on the vertical sides there will be some opening portion, or there will be some opening on the vertical sides, right? That is what we call jambs. Reveals means the part of the jamb opening which is exposed between a door or a window frame and the face of the brick wall is known as reveal. So the part of the jamb opening which is exposed between a door or a window frame means the top one is called the brickwork which was there between door and the window frame, or a wall between a door or a window frame. So in between the door or a window frame, if there is a wall, that is what we call reveal. Next is sill, the horizontal part either of timber or concrete or stone at the bottom of the door supporting the vertical members of the frame is known as sill. Means the bottom one. For a door frame we will be having a bottom one, that is what we call sill. Bottom one is called a sill. So the sill level, that is the level which is the bottom level of the window, for example, it is called sill level. Next one, mortar. So what is this mortar? Means the paste which was obtained by mixing building material and a fine aggregate in suitable proportions along with water is called mortar. Means cement and sand along with water, that is what we call mortar. So the cement and lime are the building binding materials. So either cement or lime may be used. In the olden days lime is used. Now for every construction we are using cement as the binding material. So cement and sand along with the water, that gives us the mortar. The mortar are named according to the type of the binding material. So if it is a lime is the binding material, lime mortar we call. If it is a cement is the binding material, cement mortar we call. And if it is a mud, it is called a mud mortar. So this mortar mainly used for binding the stretch courses of the brick, right? So one course of the another course will be laying a brick will be laid one course of the another course, right? So that is why in between that will be laying this mortar, cement mortar or mud mortar or clay mortar, lime mortar, whatever it may be. So it gives you a bonding between the brickwork, right? So the mortar not only acts as a cementing bed between the courses of brick, but also gives strength to the structure by holding the individual bricks as a homogeneous mass. So that is the advantage with this mortar. So these are the basic terms related in brick masonry. So in the next video we are going to discuss about bonds in brick masonry. Hope this video is useful for you everyone. Thank you.